Biden finally tells us who cocaine it was at the White House that was found. Tell us who it was. Hunter, go.
They're opening up an investigation to cocaine that was found in a cubby outside the West Wing of the White House.
I think it was Don Jr.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about old White House.
Yeah, when my dad was there.
Oh, so they just got to blame you automatically.
Yeah, I mean, they're literally going to do an FBI, another congressional investigation, because they've convinced themselves that it had to be me, that there was a little tiny, and I guess my point of even bringing it up is that no. I have been clean and sober since June of 2019, and I have not touched a drop of alcohol or a drug, and I'm incredibly, incredibly proud of that.
And why would you...
Wait, what? What? Was it you? I don't. I've been clean for a while. I've been clean since 2019. Really? You were clean since 2019. Okay, this was the night that the cocaine was found. Yeah. Let's get a zoom in on that. Oh, yeah. Yeah. A really sweaty guy that is moving so frantically like that. Again, this video is not sped up. He's definitely all there. I like the subject change. I'm a big fan of subject changes. He's not admitting fault at all. And there's no way he could have possibly been a part of it. No way this guy was a part of it, okay? The guy that was smoking Parmesan cheese.
Anything that even remotely resembled crack cocaine. I probably smoked more Parmesan cheese than anyone.
Yeah.
Is that no. I have been clean and sober since June of 2019.
Yeah, clean and sober since when? June of 2019? Yeah, me too, buddy. I don't mean that facetiously.
And I have not touched a drop of alcohol or a drug, and I'm incredibly, incredibly proud of that.
Yeah, I like how you're looking down as you said it. I have not touched anything. I haven't touched anything. I haven't even touched my dead brother's wife in a while. Okay? Sometimes in marriages you go through dry spells. Even with my dead brother's wife. He's totally sober. He's totally fine.
And why would you bring cocaine to the White House?
Yeah, why would you do that? Why would I
bring cocaine to the White House, stick it into a cubby outside the Situation Room in the West Wing?
He's like, what if he was like, why would I bring cocaine to the White House, stick it in a cubby in the Situation Room, put it under a hat, lock it, put the code at 183565, come back later, it's gone. I wasn't there. I didn't know what happened. He just keeps going on. I put it in the cubby. I was wearing a light jacket. I had my button undone. I was sweating profusely because I wasn't doing drugs. It was really hot in the hot White House. The AC was out that day. At least it felt like the AC was out. You know what it's like when you're on cocaine. But I wasn't on cocaine that day. It was just like, I went to the White House. I was wearing a jacket. I shouldn't have been wearing that jacket. I put my cocaine in the locker. I put my stuff in the locker. I put it at 183565. I came back later. I grabbed my stuff. I might have left it in there, and then I left. It wasn't mine. I don't know it was already in there before. I didn't touch it. I was like, whose drugs are this? This is weird. And everyone pointed at me, and I was like, dude, that's not mine. They're like, yeah, but that's your locker. And I was like, yeah, but just because it's my locker doesn't mean it's my drugs. just say it was yours. At this point, Hunter, nobody cares, okay? Nobody cares. Just say it was yours and we'll just keep going on. But I love when people double down. Why would you bring cocaine to the White House?
Incredibly, incredibly proud of that.
And why would you bring cocaine to the White House?
Why would I bring cocaine to the White House, stick it into a cubby outside the Situation Room in the West Wing? Yeah. When I wasn't there. Anyway, who the fuck knows?
And politics.
No, you were there, and this is from that night. Well, it's just like, why? It's just like, this is crazy.
I mean, they do blow, right?
They're opening up.
Look at this face. This is a face of someone who is telling the truth. I believe him. Derek says he quit 15 minutes ago. That's a lie. He's been sober for many years. Yeah, just not totally sure on that date. And nobody believes him. I know. At this point, people have made enough jokes about it. You could literally probably get away with it. I like that he's like putting his arms out. With arms wide open under the sunlight. Welcome to Hunter Biden's brain. It's full of Parmesan cheese. With arms wide open